Assalamu alaikum students. I welcome you to the online class of science of grade 6 today, and today is 24th of February, Friday. I hope you all are fine and having a great day at homes. Okay, the chapter that we are going to revise today is elements, compounds and mixtures. Okay, so let's look at the terms. Let's look at the terms individually first of all. So what do we mean by elements? Okay, before we go into the detail of the topic, I would like to tell you that there are 120 total elements that have been discovered so far. We never know in the future how many more elements will be discovered, but up to now there are a total of 120 elements. Out of these 120 elements, 90 are naturally found. They may be found in the rocks, in the soil, anywhere. Okay, so 120 elements are naturally found in the nature, whereas 30 elements are synthesized by humans in the lab. So you can say that 90 are natural elements and 30 are synthetic or man-made. So this was about elements. The elements will be the building block that will give us the foundation for further discussing compounds and mixtures. So elements, 120 total elements. Out of 120, 90 are natural, and the rest of the 30 are synthetic or man-made. So how would you identify an element? How would you identify an element? Any idea, boys and girls? Yes. Okay, in order to identify an element, we do have a benchmark. Okay, so an element is only made up of one atom. So we see that in an element, all the atoms are made up of just only one atom. So examples include iron, sulfur, sodium. Okay, so if you look at iron, the iron will contain a number of atoms, trillions of atoms, but all these atoms will belong will be the same as iron. Okay, there will be no different elements. So if we look at sulfur, the symbol for sulfur is S. It will be containing all the atoms of the sulfur, and same goes for sodium. It will contains all the atoms of the sodium. So there is a homogeneity between the atoms of the elements. They are of the same type. Okay, so you have seen that along with the iron, I have written a few symbols as well in the brackets. What is that? Okay, girls and boys, let me tell you that whenever we write in a chemical equation, we cannot write it. It's not convenient. It's really time consuming for us if we write them completely in English. It will take a lot of time, and you will write these elements in a chemical equation. So in order to save time and for convenience, we will use the symbols. Okay, so the symbol for iron is Fe, the symbol for sulfur is S, and the symbol for sodium is Na. Okay, so this was about the elements. Okay, now some interesting questions. Who will tell me, do we have iron inside our body? Yes, Minahil. Do we have iron inside our body? Okay, very good. Yes, we do have iron inside our body. Do you know about that? Our blood contains iron. Okay, so in a similar way, all these elements are the part of our body. Okay, so all of these elements are present inside your body and outside your body. Okay, so iron is the part of the blood. Sodium, we use it in our routine life. Where do we use it? Any idea? Yes, Abu Bakr, where do we use it? Yes, right. You use sodium in your daily life as table salt. The salt you can consume is made up of sodium. Okay, inside your body also there is a lot of sodium. For example, when you suffer from diarrhea means when your stomach upsets and you have a loose bowel movements, you have loose motions, in simplified terms, you lose a lot of sodium from your body. What happens then? Then the doctor prescribed you, or the pharmacist prescribed you, to take the ORS, oral rehydration serum. The oral rehydration serums contain a significant amount of sodium, chlorine, potassium. All of these elements are very necessary for your body. So all those things that you consume on daily basis contain a significant amount of all of these elements that we are discussing over here. Okay, so iron is also in your body, sulfur is also in your body, and sodium is also in your body. But a very this amount, particular amount that is required by your body, if that particular amount will exceed or it will decrease, then from that normal value, obviously you will be suffering from some diseases. So like I have told you, then whenever you get diarrhea, obviously you will be losing a lot of water from your body, and along with the water you will be also losing these elements, sodium, potassium, and all that. So you need all these elements back in the form of the oral rehydration serum. Okay, now I hope you have understood that where do we use elements. Okay girls, the gold that we wear, silver, gold, all of these are also elements. Gold, silver, mercury, where do we find mercury? Hurry up. Yes, very good, we find mercury in the thermometer. Okay, let me tell you a very interesting fact about mercury. Mercury is very sensitive to temperature and very sensitive to pressure. That's why in the thermometers we use mercury, because it is very sensitive. It will detect the temperature quite easily. And in the barometers as well, for calculating the atmospheric pressure, in the barometers we also use mercury. So mercury is a kind of element that is very sensitive to temperature and pressure. Okay, so any other element that that is in your mind? Okay, we have discussed iron, we have discussed sulfur, we have discussed sodium, mercury, chlorine. The table salt that you consume every day is actually sodium chloride. Okay, so the table salt, the salt that you consume every day, the salt that you put in your dishes, on your eggs, okay, the salt is actually sodium chloride. It is made up of two elements, sodium and chlorine. Okay, so oxygen gas that you inhale, oxygen is also element. So I hope that now you understood that no survival without these elements. These elements are the building blocks of your body. Your life depends on these elements. Okay, and not to forget ever, there are total 120 elements that have been discovered so far, and out of these 120 elements, 90 are natural elements and 30 are synthetic or the man-made elements. Okay, I hope all of you have these things on your fingertips. Never to forget the symbol of iron, sulfur, and sodium. Yes, now let's move to the compounds. Okay, what do we mean by compounds? Okay, when 2, 3, 4 elements or more than that elements combine, when more than one element combine together chemically through chemical bonds, they make up a compound. Okay, so everyone, like if hydrogen combines with oxygen, two atoms of hydrogen combines with one atom of oxygen, it will make water. If one carbon combines with two atoms of oxygen, then it will form carbon dioxide. And if two atoms of hydrogen, one of sulfur and 4 of oxygen will combine together, they will make sulfuric acid. So element is made up of only one type of atom, compound is made up of more than one element, and we have examples of compound as well. Water is a compound, carbon dioxide is compound, and sulfuric acid is also compound. Okay, so water, the water we drink is actually H2O. Okay, and the carbon dioxide, can anyone tell me where is carbon dioxide right now? Yes, who will tell me? Take a minute to think and tell me, where is carbon dioxide right now? Yes, very good. Dark air you are exhaling right now, the air that comes out of your nose right now, contains carbon dioxide. So we are continuously exhaling carbon dioxide. And a very interesting fact about carbon dioxide is that you are exhaling, you are pushing out carbon dioxide into the environment, whereas plants on the other hand inhale carbon dioxide for the process of the photosynthesis. I hope you all know about photosynthesis. Yes, raise your hands. How many of you know about photosynthesis? Photosynthesis. If you break up the word, you can decode the meaning. Yes, very good. So, so photosynthesis means when a plant will use light energy to produce its food. Okay, that is called photosynthesis. So in photosynthesis, the plant will use carbon dioxide that you exhale. You are exhaling right now, you are exhaling carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is coming out of your body. So this carbon dioxide, plant will use this carbon dioxide in the presence of the sun. They will make food in the form of the glucose. So you can see that all these compounds have a very important role in our life. We cannot think of survival without H2O. You are continuously exhaling carbon dioxide, that is CO2. And then we have sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen come together, they combine and sulfuric acid is formed. Okay, so sulfuric acid, about sulfuric acid, let me tell you, sulfuric acid is called the king of the acids. Okay, so how to identify acid? Yes, who will tell me how you will identify an acid? Yes, very good. Acids, whenever they touch your skin, they'll give you a tingy feeling on the skin. You will feel acids are actually harsh in nature, so they will give you a tingy, trickling feeling on the hands. Okay, so they are very rough on the skin, they can be damaging to the skin. So these are the acids, whereas on opposite to acids we have bases. Okay, so the soap you use is a base. That is, bases are mostly very gentle on the skin. The sodium bicarbonate that you use in foods during cooking, that is also a base. So bases are very gentle on the skin, and acids are very harsh on the skin. Like if you talk about lemon, if you apply lemon on the skin, lemon also contain an acid called citric acid. So lemon will be very harsh on your skin. Okay, then a lot of vegetables also contain acids. Oranges, all these citrus fruits contain citric acid. Okay, so acids are mostly harsh on the skin. Okay, so I hope you clearly understood the difference between elements and compounds. Element is made up of only one atom. All the atoms in an element is made up of the same kind. Examples include iron, sulfur and sodium. Then we have compound. Compounds are formed when two or more elements combine together: water, carbon dioxide, sulfuric acid. Okay, now can any one of you tell me other examples of the compound other than that I have mentioned? Yes, who will tell me? Yes, take a moment and think. Okay, so hydrochloric acid, that's also an acid. Sodium chloride, that I have told you, table salt, sodium chloride, that is also a compound. So when in any chemical substance you will see more than one element, you will designate that particular chemical substance as compound. Okay, next to this we have mixtures. Okay, what do we mean by mixtures? Yes, take a moment and think, what do we mean by mixtures? Okay, so mixture is made up of a number of elements that are present together, a number of compounds that are present together, but they are not chemically combined. When something is not chemically combined, we are able to separate them. Okay, compound, we should compare both of these substances, compounds and mixture. You if you will, you cannot separate hydrogen and oxygen from water. If you will separate them, this will no longer be called as water. So compounds are always chemically combined. Keep that in mind. Compounds are always chemically combined. Mixtures, opposite to this, are not chemically combined. You can easily separate a mixture if you want. Okay, so air is an example of mixture. Okay, so take a moment and tell me what is the composition of air. Air is made up of a number of gases. Okay, so who will tell me the major gases that make up air? Yes, Josefa, yes. Air is made up of nitrogen, oxygen and carbon. Now who will tell me the percentages of these respective gases? Yes, Ans. Nitrogen is made up of constitutes about 79%, oxygen 20% and carbon 0.04%. Apart from this, there are other gases as well that is present in the air. These include, yes. Before I tell you, I want you to tell me, because air is everywhere. Where there is nothing, there is over there is air as well. So we know that the major gases that make up air is nitrogen, oxygen and carbon. There are other gases as well as that are present in minute percentages. I need the name of those gases. Yes, who will tell me? Brainstorm, tell me. Okay, let me give you a small hint. These gases that are present in minute amounts are called noble gases. Noble gases. Okay, so what are noble gases? Yes, very good. Noble gases are those gases that are very inactive, dormant. They do not want to react with other gases. They are very reluctant. Okay, so these are called noble gases. So noble gases includes helium, neon, argon, krypton and xenon. So we know that air is a mixture of gases, a lot of gases. Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon, majorly present, constituting about 80% of the percentage, more than 90% of the percentage of the air, while other gases that are called noble gases consisting of helium, neon, argon, krypton, and xenon, they are present in minute quantities. Okay, so I want you to tell me, where will you find, have you ever have you ever seen anything that contains helium? Yes. Have you seen anything that contains helium? Yes, helium is present in the balloons. Okay, so helium is present in the balloons. Okay, can any one of you tell me where else, apart from the fact that you exhale carbon dioxide and plants inhale carbon dioxide, who will tell me where else you will find carbon dioxide? Take a moment and tell me where you will find carbon dioxide. Yes, very good. Fire extinguishers. You have seen fire extinguishers, those long container cylinders that are present at a number of places, in public places, in public buildings. Yes, they are fire extinguishers, and in case fire breaks out anywhere, in any public building, anywhere, so you are supposed to use that fire extinguishers, and you will be spraying that gas on the fire, and because the fire needs oxygen to further grow. So if you will spray carbon dioxide on the fire, so obviously it will reduce. Okay, so where else you will find carbon dioxide? In the fizzy drinks. Yes, in the fizzy drink. So whenever you open a can, some gas comes out, pops out, and you see a lot of bubbles on the fizzy drink, either it's be Coca-Cola, Sprite, or any soda drink. All of them contains carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide under very high pressure is being forced into the fizzy drink. Okay, so this was about all the different type of gases. Okay. Nitrogen. Where is nitrogen used? Okay, now who will tell me where you will categorize nitrogen is an element, compound, or mixture? Yes, very good. Nitrogen is an element. So nitrogen is present in your waste material, in your urine, stool, and it is also a part of the fertilizers. Okay, so this was about unit number 8, elements, compounds, and mixture. I hope now the concepts are clear and you will be able to differentiate about elements, compounds, and mixture. If I give you in the paper to differentiate between all of these, I hope you will be able to attempt the question pretty nicely. Okay, and when important things, do learn the symbols of the elements, important thing. Okay, students, so see you in the physical class. Till then, Allah Hafiz, take care.